Hello and good evening, everyone, and welcome to what will be shortly a Division 2 stream. But I figured I'm in the middle of running Memory of Chaos on my phone for Honkai Star Rail because I'm still trying to roll for an AXA. And I figured until I complete that, which hopefully shouldn't take long because I am using Herta and whatnot. Hopefully we can get to something too. Anyway, yeah. This is a day, I'll tell you what. Because originally I wasn't planning on streaming today. I was gonna actually hold off my Division 2 until either like weekly reset or maybe just like until tomorrow. But let's just say that I was informed about stuff regarding Division 2. So I kind of wanted to... It's like partially out of spite and also to prove that like... I don't know, like, is it strange to be motivated to be a better person? Or rather, to stream to prove that I can be a better example of streaming certain things. Because that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Like I said, I wasn't planning on streaming today because today is a very important day for my country. It is, and it's kind of turning into a shit show. But that's not the reason I decided to stream. What happened was that I was informed that there is a certain someone, I won't say their name on stream because I don't want any more attention brought to their channel. But basically there is a VTuber who I was informed of was also a Div 2 VTuber, and unfortunately they are a bit of a they have a very, how do I say this, what's the right word for to explain to describe that? Unappealing personality, to say the least. I was informed by a community member that there is a certain VTuber that streams Div 2, among other things. Lately, they seem to have been streaming Div 2. I don't know if they always stream it, but let's just say that they have a very less than stellar personality, and so that has resulted in or not resulted. And when I was informed of it, I decided, you know, let me check them out myself to kind of like vet it. And I was honestly like annoyed to see that. I was not just annoyed. I was quite disgusted with what I saw. So partially, so I guess you could call this a sort of like kindness spite stream. Also, I apologize for the rain noises. It is raining over here for some reason, as if to like signal that like, hey guys, like the sky can hear your tears. But yeah, basically that happened. And also, I apologize if I'm looking down on this because I am looking at my phone because I'm playing, like I said, I am playing Honkai Star Rail on my phone. And so out of that, I decided to like, you know what? I'll show you what a real, like, how a stream is supposed to be, or what I think a stream is supposed to be. Things you're not supposed to do, honestly, as a streamer, and I'm gonna say I've been guilty of this. I don't think it's right to ever humiliate a viewer live on stream. Like, it's one thing to provide critique. It's another thing entirely to completely berate and, I think lambast is the right word. Is that what I'm using? Lambast. Yeah, to roast, grill, lambast, and air fry a viewer live on stream in front of how many viewers, by the way? It's disrespectful to the viewer themselves, and you're setting an example that it is okay to be mean, and I cannot agree with that. Not to mention, I was informed that this VTuber has had a mean streak. Like, they have had this reputation for a long time, and yet they are still allowed to stream on Twitch. They're still allowed to post on YouTube despite having this kind of personality. They are and when I said like viewers, I said it with a kind of a tone. It's because apparently part of the drama that with regarding this VTuber is they have been caught view botting, and yet they are still allowed to stream on Twitch, which isn't right to say the least. But they are allowed to do that. So, and like they really put this one this one viewer through the ringer, and so I was like, you know what, I can't stand for that. I'm gonna show you what an actual like stream is supposed to be, or well, okay, it's hard to say that only because like I'm technically, today is not gonna be exactly a community day unless I finish my goal of the stream early. The goal being I want to finish the Alon and Kelso Manhunt and get a conclusion to the season story, or to the Warlords of New York DLC. It's the conclusion after all. If we do finish early, then probably I'll do some community runs, or I'll open up to doing community runs today. And I got kicked out of the game because I was idle for too long. I forgot that Div 2 has an idle timer. But yeah, so that's basically what's going to be happening today. And again, it's like I just want to prove that you don't have to be mean. There is a way to be a streamer and to provide critique without having to be, you know, unnecessarily mean to people. The problem is that there are, it's like, so when I said I'm not exactly innocent of this. So this is why I want to explain. This is also one of the reasons I'm very hesitant about like about playing with other people in a lot of games. I am very emotional, and this isn't an excuse. This is my own self-analysis, that I can get emotional, I can get annoyed quite easily, especially with other people when things don't go the way that I want. So like it was evident, especially when I was raiding in Final Fantasy XIV. There was like, evidently I was annoyed at I got very annoyed at my static, and which isn't good. Like, I'm gonna say now, like, I was quite it was unfair in some ways that I took out my frustrations on my raid party. That isn't the reason I quit. The reason I quit was really just that I couldn't handle this. I already got my goal of clearing a tier on content, and I was just like, I just didn't want to do it anymore. I might go back at some point. I just don't know when, because like I've lost the motivation to. But maybe if I can find motivation again, I might. But beside the point, the thing is, when I was streaming or when I was raiding in 14, I noticed that part of myself, and so like it's something that happens a lot in multiplayer games. Like, noticed as well, I don't know if you guys have ever tuned in to my Marvel Rivals streams, but like even I get annoyed at randos. I have a tendency to, like, if I don't know you personally, I will be critical, but I don't want to be. And so that being the case, like I've kind of taken that as a sign that like I'm still very much a solo aligned player. I have kind of gotten into that, like that acceptance of not acceptance. It's like I've noticed, there we go. I've noticed that about myself. It's still in line. Like, I've gotten so used to being like a solo player, I can get annoyed at NPCs and AI and like treat it as like, oh, you're like the AI is being dumb. But then I do that as well with like randos. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not meant to play with other people. I'm trying to better myself because, like I said, since Div 2 has a community that's actually quite, you know, like surprisingly active, despite the fact that I thought the game was kind of like dead in the water. It's not, apparently. There are still a lot of people playing Div 2. And a lot of people are very much coming back for the new DLC that's coming out in like, what, 2 weeks? And the thing is, like, So like I was very much hold on. So like what happened was like since I'm starting to do more of these community stuff, I'm trying to be more used to like not being mean to people. And like I said, I've always believed growing up that there is a way to, again, I apologize for the rain noises. You're getting like the rain ASMR package right now. So if I turn on noise suppression, my voice is gonna sound a little weird, but this is the best I can manage right now. Now going back. I want to be better in like community stuff, and like especially because there have been people who have been wanting to play Div 2 with me. Like lately it's been Udon. But like, so like with that in mind, I have to actually try to not be mean to people. And like I said, I've always believed that there are ways to give critique, to give notes to someone or tell them that like, hey, you're doing something wrong, without being mean. I've always believed in positive reinforcement and like constructive criticism. I've never wanted to entertain the idea of like putting someone down if they make a mistake. Because as someone who has ADHD, if despite my best efforts, my efforts aren't acknowledged, and instead my mistakes are what's focused on, and I'm being put down for it, that's just gonna demotivate me even more from doing something. I heard my name. Hello, Udon. No, I was just saying that like you're one of the people who has been active in the community and joining me for like Div 2 and stuff. You've actively reached out, and you're helping me trying to shake off my inhibitions of playing with other people, or at least people I don't normally hang out with online. I say that because like you're fairly new to the community, you're fairly new to like joining me on stuff. And when I say regular people, I'm talking about strictly the amigos and stuff like that. But yeah, I've never I being on the receiving end of like harsh criticism and like it demotivating me. I want to be the type of person who, if I do criticize someone, I want to do it constructively. I want to do it in a way it's like, hey, okay, here's what you did right, now here's what you need to improve on, kind of deal. I'm still working on that, evidently, because I get very ragey in games like Marvel Rivals, where I'm just like, I literally, like, there are times I'm just like, you fucking idiot. I get mad at other players who don't want to cooperate with the team. And yeah, it gets like that. Just happen to social play Div 2. Yeah, and I appreciate it. Like, again, I appreciate that you are very patient with me, and that like you're not the kind of person who thinks that who will just leave the community because I am simply more of a solo player who doesn't always feel in the mood to play with other people. Your striker build is solid for being chess striker, by the way. Wait, what? Did you look at my build while I was in the map screen? Did you look at my build? Do I still have my striker? I still have my striker chest. Did you like peek at my build while I was in this just chatting segment? I was like, huh? Yeah, here's the problem, Udon. Like, so even if I do swap to a striker chest, I don't know what to swap out. Well, okay, I guess I can try swapping out the gloves, because I was lucky enough to get Coyote Mask in a drop earlier today. I just don't know what to swap out. Maybe my knee pads. I can use my knee pads from my John Wick build. Perfect class striker is always a bold chest. Yeah, I have that. What I'm referring more to is like, if you're gonna make me swap to a striker chest, what do I swap to? Like, what of my other striker pieces do I swap out in exchange, and to what? The only other thing I can think of is probably my knee pads. I can either go turmoil or I can go with my Providence knee pads to have a 2-piece Providence. The knee pads are the ones I'm using for my John Wick build. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, like, again, I solidly believe that there is a way to. I never want to think that. I never want to get into the mindset that, and I never ever want to reach a point where kindness and empathy should be discarded. Like, I hate when a situation calls for that. If it does reach that point, that means that, like, you have. I want that to be a point where, like, you have tried every means to be kind. Ironic to say, because I have very little patience for randos. I have actually, like, I have admittedly, like, off stream, I've been very impatient with other people, and, like, I need to fix that about myself. But, like, but for example, it happened to me already. Fair enough. But no, but like, Udon, about the thing you messaged me earlier, that's a totally valid reason. It's totally valid. But like, yeah, like I was saying, like, I'm not perfect. I'm still trying to fix that part of myself. But I also want to truly believe that, you know, I wish the world was kinder. I honestly wish the world was at a point where we didn't have to discard empathy and kindness and compassion for others for the sake of our own well-being. I hate that that's what the world has become. That the default has now become, like, if you want to succeed, then you have to screw someone else over. It's not a again, it's just not something I would agree to ever. And again, like, it's weird because, like, I know that, like, what I'm gonna be doing today doesn't exactly require other players. I've actually been told that it's better to go through it solo so that I can experience it for myself, and, you know, enjoy the story. But, like, at the same time, it's like, you know, now that I'm actually starting to open up about having community join in for my games again, in whatever capacity I can manage, because I have a very small social battery, whatever I can manage. Now that I've gotten into that mindset, I'd like to approach it with, you know, the overall idea that I don't want to put people down. Again, if someone does something wrong in my games, I would I say like, because, you know, my actual reaction in the moment will vary. I would like to believe that they are not doing it on purpose. That any mistake they make it's a mistake. It's something that's, like, done out of, like, you know, a lack of mindfulness, or, you know, maybe just, like, a misinterpretation of something, misunderstanding of the situation. It's fine. Like, if you're not throwing on purpose, that's fine. Those can be easily fixed. It's just a matter of, like, correcting. The ones I'm gonna get mad at are like people who will actively and intentionally be a nuisance, or will intentionally be a hindrance to you and whoever you are playing with. That's one of the reasons I quit League of Legends, because, like, there's so many people that are like that ruin the game for everyone else, and they think that that's their enjoyment. Like, it's a poor example to go with, like, hey, like, yeah, League of Legends is the perfect example for that. Okay, I'm gonna have to do my MOC another time because I just died. Unfortunately, that means I have to start over, and I don't want to keep this going on for too long because we've already had it just chatting for like 25 minutes ish. So instead, I'm just gonna roll my tickets while I'm in the chat with everyone. and hopefully we can get an AXA. You're not gonna see my screen, but you know, I'm just talking to you all while I'm doing this. But yeah, like, you know, like I was watching that person earlier, and like so many things could have. It's raining harder, and yeah, it is. So many things could have been like different in how to tell that one person, like, and like I'd like to think that that's actually, you know, my mindset of trying to treat people with kindness when, especially when giving constructive criticism. I'd like to think that like that is a good trait for me to believe in, because especially since I am still trying to achieve my goal of becoming a teacher, like or becoming a teacher in specifically Japan. Like I'm still working towards that goal. It's been 2 years, but I'm still working towards it. Believe me. And so because of that, it's like I need to practice that again. Practice being kind, practice believing in other people, practice being patient with other people. I've become so distrustful and so paranoid, and I need to change that. A little bit of self-reflection there. And I hope that, like, I'd like to hope, I can't say think, I hope that you guys, my community, you know, will at some point see that, or will, you know, or if you haven't seen it, then I hope you will see it eventually, or that you guys will be willing to stick with me throughout that journey. Speaking of journeys, I think it's about time we get into some Division 2, huh? Let's finally do this manhunt. Is my audio on? Yes, it is. Game audio is on. Okay, so before we continue, let me actually read the story of the Legacy Manhunts. I told Udon I was gonna read this off stream, but I didn't, because instead I went with instead I was like busy with some other stuff. There's some stuff I've been working on off stream. Not related to, it's not stream related, but I'm just working on some stuff, some personal projects. Anyway, so first off, we have Jupiter. After the events of Warlords of New York, Jupiter's rogue agents make their way from New York to DC. Supported by the Cleaners, they use Roosevelt Island to stage an attack on DC. The agents must eliminate the threat before this cell can infiltrate Washington. Hornet, a true believer of Aaron Keener, brings the Eclipse virus to DC. Agents must infiltrate Charlie Base to limit the threat of biological warfare. To secure Vitaly Chernenko, LaRue was downed by the and almost killed. Keener rescued him with the help of Laurie Baker, brought him back to Gotham. He subsequently became Keener's closest ally and a key member of the Rogue Cell. Okay. Barden Schaefer. BTSU leader Barden Schaefer returns to New York after working with a group of rogue agents in New York and DC. His cell was put together by rogue agent Faye Lau. His mission is supported by a hunter. Agents must intercept Schaefer at Coney Island. Leader of the Black Tusk Specialist Unit, Barden Schaefer has been one of the division's most wanted. Schaefer comes from a military family with a long and proud tradition of municipal and federal service. That scared me. Who followed me? My notification. Epsilon 357, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Casbar. Hope you enjoy your stay. Schaefer comes from a military family with a long and proud tradition of municipal and federal service. At 19, he dropped out of college and enlisted in the army, where he quickly showed proficiency and rose to the top of his platoon. Nice to see you, Epsilon. Thank you, by the way, for that run of Black Tusk the other day. Oh god, I gotta say that mission is absolute ass unheroic because of the 4 sniper warhounds. The 4 elite sniper warhounds. Fuck that. I hope you enjoyed Fast Title last. I did, only because it definitely goes a lot better with other people than it is doing solo. Because again, fuck having to fight Wyvern and 4 sniper warhounds. Title based in his ass. On challenging, it's not so ass. On heroic, with 4 elite sniper warhounds that can 2-shot you? Fuck no. Like the amount of time I had to spend, like when I did it solo, the amount of decoys I had to throw out just to survive. Wait till you do it on legendary, dude. Fucking hell! If you ask me to do a legendary run, I'm gonna think you are insane. I've tried to solo legendary. Like, okay, that's already a bad example. I tried to solo legendary, it doesn't work out. My sniper rifle with a one-shot build just tickles them. By the way, little thing, I noticed you were running the fire coil thingy. Why not just use the were you using the recon drone for that, or were you just using shoulder pulse? Because I remember you mentioning you were using night guard, which I know gives you 100% pulse haste, but you wouldn't need to repeatedly use pulse if you just use the recon drone. Because he's using Heartbreaker. Yeah, but the recon drone pulses everyone. It's considered a pulse. Don't like the recon drone? Okay, fair. If it's because he needs technician for the laser point. Oh, because you were running technician, right? I totally forgot about that. I'm so sorry. Forgot you were using technician of that. Where was I? He was assigned to a Special Forces unit where he was active in several dark ops before being recruited by Black Tusk. Black Tusk have obtained the sitting president of the United States and have been working to destabilize the division's efforts. Schaefer believes the true patriot is doing the right thing for the country. Ah, there's always that person. Fei Lao, one of the division's most trusted agents responsible for liberating Midtown and reclaiming Lower Manhattan. Lao's vendetta to avenge the death of her sister and rid the world of Aaron Keener and his new Eclipse virus led her to go rogue and join Black Tusk. She is the division's highest value target and should be considered armed and extremely dangerous. Rogue agent Fei Lao is aligned with Black Tusk and surfaced at Camp White Oak. Agents need to intercept and neutralize this threat to the division. Captain Lewis, Agent Kelso discovers an insurance policy of encrypted intel left by Lao at Camp White Oak. The true sons have uncovered a conspiracy. Agent Kelso sends you to Jefferson Trade Center to intercept Captain Lewis. Frederick Lewis grew up on the ocean. He spent the summers on his pappy's fishing boat rescuing tourists who had gotten themselves in trouble off the coast of North Carolina. Those summers shaped the man he would become. Lewis saw himself as a savior, the savoir, look at this, savoir, the one person who could defeat the sea to bring a lost soul home. He joined the Coast Guard fresh out of high school and worked his way up to their prestigious search and rescue team. His wife wanted to move to Kentucky and build a homestead. The property value on their old fishing shack near the beach had ballooned to the point that they could trade their shack on the beach for 40 acres and a cow. Fred gave in to his wife's seemingly reasonable dreams and they moved to Kentucky. A year later, he was bored of pretending to be a farmer and joined the Kentucky National Guard. 2 years later, his wife had an affair with a young man they hired to help around the farm. Wow! That went south pretty quick, and I don't mean the direction. Damn! That went south in more ways than one. When Lewis found out, he got eerily quiet, packed a bag, got in his truck with his dog, Ransom. He named his dog Ransom and drove back to North Carolina and moved in with his pappy. He rejoined the Coast Guard, tried to rebuild his life, then the green poison was released, and he was called to support the JTF effort in DC. He had a lot of anger, pain, and resentment from his failed marriage, and instead of dealing with that pain and trauma, he decided to pass it on to the people he was tasked to lead and care for. Please, okay, at least it says Hidden Alliance. At least you didn't join the fucking Outcasts. Zachary Stovepipe Beatty was trained as an explosive ordnance disposal specialist. Sometimes you study the things you love. While he was tasked with destroying explosives, he started amassing a collection of schematics and prototypes for increasingly unstable IEDs. His collection caught the eye of his commanding officer, and rather than leading to a court-martial, led to an interview with the Black Tusk. Stovepipe loves watching the world burn, of course. With the True Sons and Black Tusk allied and the news of a dirty bomb attack in St. Louis, intel suggests another dirty bomb attack may be in the works. Agents go to Coney Island to intercept Stovepipe and stop an attack in New York. Mary Singh. Why does your face look so plastic? It literally looks like it's a plastic mask. Director of the DC Aquarium, Marie Singh, has always had to make the hard choices. She's the face and voice of the aquarium because they couldn't afford to hire a spokesperson after local animal rights groups protested the dolphin exhibit. The raid has subsided a bit. I will now turn on my open mic so I can hear myself. Also, I will turn off my noise filter on my OBS because that makes my voice sound very weird. Hold on. Also, I got a message. Let me just read this. Sorry, the message I'm getting is very important because it, again, relates to the very important event happening in my country right now. Okay, so going back to reading. Where were we? They had been working on moving the dolphins to a sanctuary and used the majority of the aquarium's budget to keep the animals alive and combat lawsuits brought against the aquarium for animal cruelty. Huh? Marie is tired, professional, and pragmatic, potentially to a fault. Knows that sometimes you have to put on a show in order to get things done. After the division secured the aquarium community while Agent Kelso was away in New York, Marie started dating Manny Ortega. When Kelso returns from New York, Manny learns that Marie is pregnant, and his desire to rebuild the castle settlement is invigorated new energy as a safe haven for his growing family. After recovering 4 of the civilians, agents locate Mary Singh, Manny's pregnant girlfriend, at the Manning National Zoo. With pilot services reestablished at the castle, agents can recover Marie, the castle settlement's leader. Okay. The recruiter. The recruiter is working for Calvin McManus to find suitable replacements for the Hunter program from the Black Tusk. After recovering 4 of the civilians, Agent Johnson locates Vikram Malik's sister Birdie at Camp White Oak. With the network unstable, Johnson asks the agent to bring the mobile shade server with him to support the recovery operation. Okay. Agent Kelso returned to New York after the attack on the White House. After recovering the survivors from the Merritt estate, Agent Kelso goes missing. We need to find out what happened to her. After discovering more about Keener's operation in New York, Manny Ortega gets a lead on Agent Kelso. It's a race against the Black Tusk to recover Kelso from the stranded tanker and unmask kidnapped her. Oh yeah, I did this one. I went to the... Oh no, not the... I didn't do this one. I went to the basement of the basement of the White House. Okay. What she knows might change the future of the division. Now here's the question. Should I go with my striker build? She said I can now use the chest piece. I will need to tinker with this. Crit hit chance is fine, but I cannot recalibrate the chest for some reason. Oh, it's because I recalibrated the substat. That's why. Okay. Shit. Okay, knee pads. I can probably go with... Let's go with Turmoil. Just because, like... if I have... Now that I have Coyote's Mask, what is my... That looks good. That looks good. And that looks great. Okay.
Civilians are not permitted to carry firearms inside the safe area.
What does Coyote's Mask do again? Based on the distance of the last enemy you hit. So I ideally want to engage them between 15 and 25 meters to get the double buff. Or rather, no, not necessarily. Because, no, I want to engage them up close to get that tasty 25% crit hit damage. Should I do this on the striker build, the Burr build? Or should I go with my usual solo sniper build? Considering I've never done this before, I'll go with my trusted sniper build. Ah! I got this, by the way. First time I've ever gotten this, I think. I forgot what set you said it was I could use that on, Udon. I forgot what set I could use the chain killer on. Okay. Let's do it.
Unknown network detected. Several electronic devices connected to the unknown network detected on the island.
Agent, find those devices.
Oh wow, the layout actually changed. Holy shit.
Unknown network detected.
Wait a minute. No, isn't this the exit? We're going backwards? We're going backwards.
Mobile shade server detected nearby.
That must be what Kelso wants us to find. Agent, you need to recover that server. True Sun's on site. Get ready, Agent.
True Sons.
Colonel, division inbound, en route to docks. Copy that, General. Assault team approaching the area as we speak.
Do not let me down, Pete.
You can count on my True Sons, Nat.
At least it's not the fucking, What the? Okay. You are confusing me, map. At least it's not the fucking outcasts. Only downside of facing True Sons is that their machine gunners are... The LMG dudes are helmeted. So I have to break that helmet first. Oops. I almost forgot. Really? You're gonna send 2 straight gunners at me? And they're both gold. Well.
General, eyes on the hostile. Good, Colonel. Secure the island and then recover the server.
Shit. They're after the server.
Oh, you're
too.
kidding me. I picked a very poor starting spot.
Serious trauma detected.
That's one. Can I maybe have some accuracy, please?
Medical assistance
Okay.
needed.
Fuck you for that.
Let's do this right. Gonna finish up.
Screw my potato aim. Okay, okay, okay. That's one. The other thing I hate about the True Sons The heavy guys have grenades. Can you hold the fuck still so I can shoot you in the face? Oh wait, you don't have a helmet. Fuck a doodle doo. No!
Vital signs critical.
Oh boy. Okay. No. Okay, now where's the battery of this turret? Gotcha. Gotcha, bitch. Okay. Where the fuck is your battery? Ah! Oh no, oh no, bad. Okay. Says it's this way. There we go.
Good work. Now find that server.
That was a shitty start. At least the generators here aren't like immune to being one-shotted like the generators for Black Tusk Manning National Zoo. Udon knows what I'm talking about. Like, I was suffering, or no, we suffered that mission. That mission is I am pretty much convinced anything involving the Black Tusk is absolute ass, except for maybe Capitol building. I say that only because like that was the first heroic stronghold I completed.
I trust you to do what's necessary, Colonel. General, I won't let you down.
Looks like the True Sons have you surrounded.
Save you for later. Yes, just stand there where I can shoot you in the face repeatedly. Okay. Okay. There we go. Oops. Can you maybe stop moving so I can shoot your face? Thank you. Really? On top of me?
Good job completing the mission, Colonel. Christ, get off the line, Lieutenant.
Whew. I have half the mind that given how many helmets these fuckers have, I have half the mind to swap to my striker build or my John Wick build. The layout is completely different. Now, why would I want to position myself up there when there's a perfectly nice spot here with cover? Right, can't one-shot elites. Show me your bald head. I'd like it if my cursor would actually... Ooh!
Shit! This vest is shot to hell!
Yeah, and so's your face. Buddy! You are using a rocket launcher on one person! Ooh, okay, fine. I'll stop aiming.
Lieutenant, fire the mortars!
I'm sorry, you have mortars?
Damn, I thought I finished you, Agent.
Agent deceased.
Okay, yeah, maybe I should not be using the sniper build against an army of like...
Unknown network detected.
Fuck! Send me back here.
Several electronic devices connected to the unknown network detected on the island.
Okay,
Agent, find those devices.
let's give it a try. Oh wait,
Unknown network detected.
no. I have no idea if I'm gonna make it through this. You know, maybe in hindsight, if I really wanted to experience this as a story,
Mobile shade
I
server
probably should have
detected
gone with
nearby.
doing this on challenging
what
instead of
Kelso wants us to find.
heroic.
Agent, you need to recover that server.
Because at least that way I would have been able to
Get ready,
speed through it.
Agent.
But at the same time, would I have
Colonel,
earned it?
Division inbound, en route to docks. Copy that, General. Assault team approaching the area as we speak.
Do not let me down, Pete.
You can count on my true sons, Nat. General, eyes on the hostile. Good, Colonel. Secure the island and then recover the server.
Shit. They're after the server too.
This spot sucks. Rocket launcher, that ain't good.
There's the target. Haha, that's right. Setting up a turret. I've lost sight of target.
Okay, where's everyone else? And where the fuck is the battery pack? Is that random too? Oh, found it.
Keep your head down next time. That's so smart now.
Okay.
Firing RPG. Cover won't save you. Get in there. Yeah, let this one fire.
Oh fuck!
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Woo!
We lost one.
Oh, ow!
Serious trauma detected.
What the fuck hit me? Is that a Oh, apparently you had another sniper. Okay. Yeah, this is doing better against True Sons. Oh!
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Fuck!
Agent killed.
I hate that grenade people exist. Just when I thought I was
Unknown
getting into a
network
good groove.
detected. Several electronic devices connected to the unknown network detected on the island.
Agent, find those devices.
Damn. Just when I thought I was
Unknown
doing
network
better with
detected.
that build.
Mobile shade server detected nearby.
That must be what Kelso wants us to find. Agent, you need to recover that server.
Yeah.
True Sun's on site. Get ready, Agent.
Colonel, division inbound, en route to
You know,
docks.
Manny, it'd be a whole
Copy
lot
that,
easier if
General.
maybe you
Assault team
were here.
approaching the area as we speak.
Do not let me down, Pete.
You can count on my True Sons, Nat. Eyes on the hostile. Good, Colonel.
Oh, that's where the
Secure
turret is this
island
time.
and then
Well,
recover the
shit.
server.
Shit. They're after the server too.
Oh, this is bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Ah! No, please, I don't want the 762 present. Doesn't help that my fucking overdrive is broken again. Oh no, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad! Can I climb the fucking...
Agent, deceased.
Fucking spaghetti code. Ah!
Unknown network detected. Several electronic devices connected to the unknown network detected on the island.
Shut the fuck up, Anna.
Agent, find those devices.
Shut the fuck up, Manny.
Unknown network detected. Mobile shade server detected nearby.
That must be what Kelso wants us to find. Agent, you need to recover that server. True Sun's on site. Get ready, Agent.
Colonel, division inbound, en route to docks. Copy that, General. Assault team approaching the area as we speak.
Do not let me down, please.
You can count on my true sons, Nat. Eyes on the hostile. Good, Colonel. Secure the island and then recover the server.
Okay, so apparently that was not a good idea.
They're after the server too.
Serious trauma detected.
Ah! I'm sorry, that's where the other turret is? Well, at least convenient took both of them out. Conveniently. Ow.
Medical assistance needed.
That's a good spot for a turret.
And I was like, excuse you? Your turret is supposed to be not working anymore.
Be careful out there.
Ow! I have no more. This sucks. How fucking dare?
Agent vital signs 0.
This is insane.
Unknown network detected. Several electronic devices connected to the unknown network detected on the island.
One more try. If I fail this, I'm
find those
swapping back to the
devices.
sniper build and we are going on challenging.
Unknown network detected.
I'm gonna do this one more try on striker. If this doesn't work, I'm going back to the sniper and then we are going to do this on challenging. Because fuck doing this on heroic without me knowing anything about
Mobile
it.
shade server detected nearby.
That must be what Kelso wants us to find. Agent, you need to recover that server. True Sun's on site. Get ready, Agent.
Colonel, division inbound, en route to docks. Copy that, General. Assault team approaching the area as we speak.
Do not let me down, Pete.
You can count on my true sons, Nat. Eyes on the hostile. Good, Colonel. Secure the island and then recover the server.
Shit. They're after the server, too.
Okay, I should have expected that. Yeah, not even an assault is gonna fix that. I really okay, and I don't understand why they couldn't make this part of the loadout. Would have been so easy. Would have been so easy to just make your watch part of the loadout, but no.
Unknown network detected.
I have to change it every time I'm gonna
Several
swap
electronic
loadouts, and
devices
it's so time
connected to the
consuming.
unknown network detected on the island.
Agent, find those devices.
Unknown network detected. Mobile shade server detected nearby.
That must be what Kelso wants us to find. Agent, you need to recover that
Why is
server.
that? I have Mantis on me. I wanna try
True
this.
Sun's on site. Get ready, Agent.
Colonel, division inbound, en route to docks. Copy that, General. Assault team approaching the area as we speak.
Do not let me down, Pete.
You can count on my true sons, Nat.
This is obviously gonna work because again, this is on.
General, eyes on the hostile. Good, Colonel. Secure the island and then recover the server.
Shit. They're after the server, too.
Thank you. Ow. Turrets down.
Use cover.
I'll give you cover.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Good work. Now find that server.
Is it cheap for me to turn down the difficulty? Yes, but also fuck this game.
General, the division's moving further into the island, deploying helos. I trust you to do what's necessary, Colonel. General, I won't let you down.
Looks like the True Sons have you surrounded.
Come on. Any more helicopters?
All right, ready to go. This is our territory.
Well, it wasn't a
Hey,
headshot,
bro.
but
Good job completing the mission. Colonel, Christ, get off the line.
pay no mind to how many bullets I missed there. Oh, the hole's been sealed up. Okay. At least the ammo box is still here. Okay. This part's gonna suck. Simply because of the fact that they have mortars. Huh? Where's my guarantee? Oh, right. I missed the headshot earlier.
My tack rate is all messed up.
Oh, that was close.
Lieutenant, fire the mortars!
Don't fire the mortars. Oh gosh. Oh, this is bad.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Oh, fuck me. Woo! Oh, come on. Fucking hell. Screw your RPG. Fucking hell, even point blank I can't hit a shot.
Laptop registered to Agent Fei Lao.
What? Faye's laptop? That should be in the basement.
Corrupted echo detected nearby.
Huh?
That can't be it. Keep looking, Agent.
Search the island. Okay, so we just have to keep going. Oh, goodness.
New clan level.
Oh, hey!
Path obstructed.
Our clan leveled up. Not like my clan has anyone else in it. Huh? Where am I supposed to... Oh, okay. Yes, game, I am here. Bypass the locked gate. Oh! Huh? The buttons are not lighting up. Okay, let's find another one. Finally.
Path clear.
Okay.
Sit right, Colonel. I'll see to it personally they won't proceed past this point, sir. God damn it, that's what I like to hear. Thank you, sir. Give him hell, bro. Ducky, get off the car.
That is like the same energy as Diesel. Are you dead too, you inbred son of a bitch? Uh-oh. Ah, yes. Walk into the flashbang. There we go. Got your bold ass head. Hey, where the fuck is your energy packet? There we go. Fuck you. Ah. Fuck you.
Eliminate the division.
Uh-huh. Now you might be wondering, Kaz, why are you using a sniper build if you can't aim for shit? Simple. One taps. Even if I miss, it is practically a guaranteed kill at this difficulty with the build that I've got. And again, I have Udon to thank for that.
Sir, my brother, I'm afraid the Colonel was killed in action. You're in charge. Can I depend on you, son? Yes. I'll finish what my brother started.
Unit registered to Andrew Ellis. Corrupted echo detected nearby.
Another one. Find that echo agent.
Audio files missing. Transcript available. Enabling text-to-speech. You have to take it before she does.
What the hell? You need to find the rest of that echo agent. This has to be what Kelso has on the server.
Transcript.
Okay.
Launch the mortars! Lieutenant, what the hell do you think you're doing? Sir, we need to end this now.
Ow.
The mortars will endanger our troops. Lieutenant, stand down! Lieutenant!
Damn it. Agent, you've got to move.
Yeah, no shit. Any goodies here? No, no goodies. Oh! Not good. Oh shit!
Serious trauma detected.
No!
Agent deceased.
When you get more time, and you'll outgrow the sniper building into the ARs and SMGs more. I kind of was with the with Striker. The issue is that, like, again, I don't have the brains to reliably.
The mortars will endanger our troops. Lieutenant, stand down! Lieutenant!
Damn it. Agent, you gotta move.
I don't have the brain to rely on the game sense to survive a fight smartly without one-shotting things. Where's the fucking sniper? There's the fucking sniper. No LMG guy? I stand corrected. There is an LMG guy. Thank you. I don't like working fast only because I tend to panic. But a lot of people are like, oh, but this build is really strong. Yeah, I'm sure it's strong in the right hands. I panic. I'm not very good at surviving with like proper game sense. So that's why I'm like, I need to have like a supreme advantage, which is why I like the one-shot sniper build.
This is not a place for you to enact a personal vendetta. Your only prio is the server. Fuck that shit, sir. Lieutenant. Oh, fuck.
Okay, ow. Fuck you.
Just lie down and die!
The division killed my brother. Let's go.
The division killed my... Dude, your faction has killed many other civilians and division agents alike. Get the fuck back here. Hey, you cheated. You restored your armor. You're not allowed to do that. Only I can do that.
Kill them. Fucking kill them.
That's it. If given the right amount of time, I can thread the needle.
Yeah.
Don't you Don't you undo my work, motherfucker. Oh, that's not good.
That's enough. We're done here. Disappointing, General. Very disappointing.
I'm sorry, Nat.
Mobile shade server detected nearby.
You'll learn and eventually take your time to enjoy the game the way you want to play it. When you're willing to pick up a heartbreaker build down the line, let Udon know and we'll guide you through the process. When I finally got Heartbreaker to work for and covered up a lot of the issues I was having with survivability, but one taps are so satisfying. Oh yeah, they are. Also, if you're talking about Heartbreaker, I already have one. I'm gonna be swapping out Pestilence for blue screen since I have that, and I saw in a video that really you are supposed to run blue screen with this build. Now, if you're wondering why I have this vest instead of the Heartbreaker vest, it's simply because the Heartbreaker vest never dropped for me. But having that extra weapon handling and cover is very useful. One taps are definitely satisfying, especially when you can kill like a named elite. Literally, there's like, kill the division agent.
Mobile shade server secured. Reconstructing Echo.
Agent, Activate the echo.
You have to take it before she does. You can clone the clearance to your watch and delete it from mine. You have to do whatever it takes to keep it from that. Give me your arm, Agent Lau. It is done. Now, finish your mission. Thank you for your service, Mr. President. Thank you, Agent.
Ellis was trying to help? We need to find Kelso. We
Shit.
need to get the server to the White House. Agent, fire a flare. Fernandez standing by to extract the server.
So they have been a double sleeper agent this entire time. If you're willing to pick up like any year set, do the necessary research on my end. Oh sure, I appreciate it.
Good work securing the server, Agent. We need you to... What the hell?
Sorry, what? I'm sorry, what now? Who's that in the bed? Ah, yes. Subtitles for someone choking on their blood. Wait, is that Keener on the bed?
Keep your hands where I can see them. Take down your hood. Kelso? What? What have you done?
Oh, it's Schaefer.
Oh, fuck. That hurt.
Schaefer?
Where's Faye? I need to talk to Faye.
I'm sorry. You can't.
It's not safe. She knows. Nat knows. I need to help Faye before it's too late.
Yeah, about that.
How long was I out?
2 months. Agent, we've got Kelso. Schaefer's awake. Fernandez should be here with the server soon. We'll secure the intel. I need to interrogate Schaefer and wrap my head around all this.
Collectible subset completed. Okay. Now what? Leave mission area. The key. Dossier unlocked. Okay, so what now? Oh, okay. Huh? Okay, wait, sorry. Let me read the chat back. Well, when you want the help, just let us know. Bard and Schaefer, Kelso got really hot after she went rogue. Congrats on finishing the manhunt. Hey, that's it? That's literally all it was? There's no other story mission for that? Is that literally all it was?
I miss Bridge. Did I say that right?
That's literally... Oh my goodness. They really hyped it up for a whole lot of nothing. Unless it's like... Okay, obviously I am missing quite a lot from, you know, missing so many seasons. But that's the problem with live service games. Like, unlike Final Fantasy XIV, they don't leave all the story there. They don't let you experience it. They just throw you into whatever is the current season. Okay, so in terms of like builds that I would like to make, the only build I'm currently lacking in now... Okay, no, maybe not only. There are actually a couple that come to mind. Like if I were to list them down, although I'm pretty sure some of these are probably like outdated by now.
But I don't have anything.
Okay, so if we're talking builds that I want to do, some of them might be quite outdated, but some of them also are like, you know, I just want to for fun. It's mostly for fun. Oh, also we do need to do this eventually. The 4 hunter fight. Fuck that. All the hype is around the master mode mission. Master mode? I'm guessing, is it this one? Is that it? Penco Fairview power plant? Or are you talking about Paradise Lost? What is the master mode mission? Where do I find that? Master mode Kelso Manhunt. This just feels like this is a more torturous version of Legendary. Am I wrong? Because the difficulty stripes look very different. Yeah, it looks way different. It's a pain train? How does that compare to going Legendary? It's less torturous than Legendary, but I'm pretty sure it's more of a pain in the ass than Heroic. And I'm going to assume at my current skill level, probably impossible to do solo. Given that I actually had to turn down the difficulty of this just to play the story. Oh yeah, I forgot. I also haven't done this mission. I unlocked it, never did it. So we got that. What time is it? It's 11:43. It's only been an hour. It's literally been like only a little over an hour since I... Okay, wait. Here's my question. Like, I remember they've been advertising that this new patch, or that this update for the thing would give you a backpack. Where's the... How do I get the backpack? There's a new exotic backpack that I've been seeing like posted everywhere. How do I get it? Is that in the master mission? That's the one. Yeah, it is. Son of a bitch. Farm heroic manhunt. Oh, just the heroic. Or do the master mode. What's the in-game time right now?
I've got the biggest inventory in DC.
Okay, here's the question. Is the last ivory key worth it? Is the content of this hunter case worth it? So I'm literally missing one key, and I've just been waiting for a day where I can have more people on to help me kill 4 hunters. 4 in one encounter. Is this case worth it? Very? Shield Splinter is worth it. Do you think you guys can hop on quickly enough and meet me at the mark? I remember correctly, it's supposed to be... Where is that? It's over here. So I have to... How quickly can you guys hop on to get this done? I'm going to assume that also, since it's hunters, I can't rely on gadgets, and I can't use my Nagant build because this is... It requires a build up. So I'm just gonna switch to Burr. If you can hop on Udon, that'd be great. I'll hop into the Discord. I'm gonna get this done. I want to get this done really quick before sunrise. And I wanted to go to the bathroom, but if we can get this done now, let's do it now. Before the sun comes up in game. Also, while you join, let me quickly swap this out. We need overdrive. Oh, I hope we can get this before sunrise. Hello, Udon. There you are. I'll wait for you to spawn. In the meantime, I'm also going to... There we go. Let me get your... Let me move you up a little closer. There you are. Look at you. You are now on screen. Hey. Because I always forget to turn that on.
You have been promoted to group leader.
Oh, fudge.
You are now group leader.
Oh, okay. They all died. I'm gonna start it up before the sun comes up. Just teleport to me.
Friendly control point detected.
right, they're here.
Hostile airburst seeker mine detected. Hostile explosive seeker mine detected. Hostile blinder firefly detected. Hostile striker drone detected. Hostile hive detected. System reactivated. Immediate medical
That's not good.
assistance needed.
That's one.
System malfunctioning.
They want us dead.
Move.
Agent out of action.
Hive me up, please.
System restored.
Thank you. Overdrive, baby. Let's go. Was that all of them? Was it just two? No way. It can't be just two, right? Oh, there they are, in the street. Why the hell did you guys run all the way over here? Wait, no, you're not. Was it just two? It's supposed to be four, right? I counted. We killed 3 of them, right? Where's 4? And where's the drops? Because I only got 3 drops. I'm missing diamond. Yeah, where is diamond? There's 1. There's the other here. It's 2.
A lot more of our people will be dead.
Detected from the control point in proximity.
Where's... That's the one I killed, or we killed. That's 3. Where's 4? There's no drop noise either. What the fuck? Wait, don't tell me diamond despawned because it's sunrise. The sun came out. Fucking turned into a vampire, just like ah! We have to wait until 9. It's fine. We got the key. I got the key. The key is what matters more to me rather than the mask. I don't like covering my character's face anyway, so it's fine. It's totally fine. Thank you for that, Udon. We actually got it, so I will finally go open that box and I will get what's inside. God damn it, fucking hunter turned into a fucking vampire. Sees the sun. Just shield splinterer. Oh, it's an F2000. Not F2000. Yeah, F2000. Sorry, it's different from FAMAS. Weapon damage increased by 4.5% for every 10% ammo missing from the magazine, and it has, so every 3 bullets it will increase by 4.5%. Picked up Hunter's Axe, picked up Solid Ivory. Hold on, let me just mark that. Mark as favorite. Okay. So going back to discussion, before we go to the discussion of like what builds I want to make, because you brought that up, I kind of want to like share like what items I have. I have no idea how to build around. But before we do that, I'm gonna put the stream on a short 5-10 minute break while I go to the bathroom and also rehydrate. So we will be back in 5 to 10 minutes. It is currently 11:54 p.m. in my time. So yeah, 12:04. BRB. And I'm back. Okay, so looking at the, now that I'm back, we can actually talk about like the builds that I want to do. Not sure if we can do any of that tonight because like we'll see like what am I even in the mood to do. Just for a talking point. One of the things I did try to make before, thank you Udon for the welcome back. The things I wanted to make before was a tip of the spear build when I first got tip of the spear. I don't even know if it's worth making anymore. Like I know that Udon told me not really, so but like, so now I'm just like, The reason, like, okay, so for context as to why I loved tip of the spear when I first unlocked it was because of like one of the signature weapons I really wanted to unlock the moment I knew about it being in the game was the 50 caliber. I don't know. I have a weird obsession. Okay, if we look at the specialization weapons, I have a weird obsession with the 50 cal in any context. Having a sniper rifle that is literally an anti-tank gun that can destroy, that in real life would destroy most material. It's an anti-material rifle, not anti-tank technically. Anti-material rifle. That already makes me giddy. And having access to that in a game for once is actually great. The problem is that, as I have learned, yeah, exactly as Udon puts it, with the mechanics of the game as is, it's not worth. When I first started out back in like level 30, I remember I had sharpshooter. I had like 2 different sharpshooter builds. One that leaned towards the sniper rifle, one that leaned towards the 50 cal. Big gun is neuron activation. Exactly. Okay, at least Epsilon knows where I'm coming from. But I'm noticing a problem in this game. Majority of this, because of the way the game has been designed, signature weapons just don't seem worth using anymore. To which I'm just like, so what's the point? You could make it work, but I'm not exactly gonna run it. Yeah, I figured. It's more of like, again, it still becomes a question of, what's the point of giving us signature weapons if you're gonna design the game in such a way that you are discouraging the use of signature weapons? They are practically like useless now. Like you, honestly, like why use a 50 cal when I can use White Death on my Nagant build, which already has a base headshot multiplier of 137%. But if you look into my stats even further, I have a 298.2% headshot damage multiplier. The flamethrower still has uses. Okay, fair. Yeah, I have noticed that. The only two specializations that makes sense to me is Gunner, Firewall, and Technician. Notice that all of the ones you mentioned are all DLC specializations. It's like, hey, let's incentivize players for getting the DLC by making the DLC specializations the only ones that are viable. I don't even know if we're even getting a new specialization in the next expansion. I forgot if we were going to get that. Gunner's minigun is meh. If being honest, it can save you in a pinch. It is fun. Like, okay, so in for the sake of transparency, the Gunner minigun is fun. If you remember when I did the summit run the other night and I was testing out Heartbreak, literally I just opened up. I think there was like it was on challenging, and I was still struggling in challenging. I think there was an enemy that had like full armor and everything. All I did was brought out the the minigun and held the left click, did not die. You just hear that. Brrr. It's so good. 10% armor on kill. It's not even on kill, right? It's like it gives you armor per hit, if I'm not mistaken. For each signature bullet loaded, and repairs 1% armor on hit. Or are you talking about passives? Let me take a look at this. So hold on. You said. Oh yeah, you're right. Killing enemies grants 10% armor. Okay, so the passives are great, but like the specialization weapons are practically useless now. Survivalist medkit affects all allies. That is true. There is that. You don't run healer builds yet. I do have a healer build, but you'll be the judge if it's any good. This is also a named weapon I struggle to find any use for. The Grudge and Lady Death. I have tried both, and for some reason, it really just feels like I am shooting myself in the foot for using these guns. I'm trying to make it work. Mostly use and Hasbro builds. DTTOOC. What is DTTOOC? I don't understand acronyms in this game. But here, perfect example. I have... This is another... Damage to targets out of cover. Oh, okay. It does? Hold on. Let me read this. Demolitionist. Burn resistance. Group members. Oh, yeah, you're right. 5% damage to targets out of cover. Used best on Hunter's Fury and is an acquired taste. Okay, so here's another thing. I used to have Hunter's Fury for my firewall build, but at this point, I'd rather just use my John Wick build in that case. Like, why would I have two separate builds for firewall when I can just use John Wick? Which is literally just this running close range. That being said, also another question, Udon, because you helped build this. What's better for this specific build, Coyote's Mask or Punch Drunk? Considering that I'm going with a John Wick pistol focused build, Punch Drunk. Okay, I figured. Also, yeah, the smoke bomb from Exodus is very good. Other than Turmoil, do you have any recommendations for knee pads to run on Striker other than Turmoil? Can't lose Exodus on a perfect glass build. Okay, that makes sense. That definitely makes a lot of sense. Normal Cheska knee pads. What is the advantage of using normal Cheska knee pads over Turmoil? The substats? Is it the substats? So I can always just tweak this. This item cannot be recalibrated. Never mind. It's because it's already fully researched. Fox's Prayer and everything, but wouldn't I be wasting the rifle damage bonus? Get more from damage to target out of cover. That's true. I'm like the 100% thing. That one I'd argue only because like doesn't it just mean that like you're still dealing 100% damage to the enemy, but half of that is then going to be applied to another target, or does it really split your damage? It splits the damage. Okay, so I can understand why you were like, why are you using Turmoil on that set? Okay, understandable. I do also have this. If I want to like focus the damage, I can run Urban Warfare knee pads. So I don't have any other good knee pads. If I could try swapping for... I do have Grupo Sombra gloves. I can run that. And then run the Striker knee pads. That's better substats anyway, actually. Yeah, I think that's a better idea. I just need to optimize the knee pads, that's it. If this, okay, so I guess I can run this. This might run better then, only because like, at least with the Grupo Sombra, God roll of Grupo gloves. Oh yeah, the moment I saw that, I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'm keeping this. I got this roll. I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking keeping this. Okay, so I'm gonna save this under Burr. For John Candlewick, we already have this. Nagant, I'm pretty set on unless later down. The only thing that's literally gonna change this is if later down the line I manage to find a god roll on Habsburg chest, which I know Udon has given up on. I'd like a better subset for Habsburg backpack. Because like, here's the thing, the only reason I'm using Habsburg backpack with this shitty substat is because of the passive concussion. Like literally, if I can I could go with this amplify damage take by 10%, but headshot kills increase total weapon damage by 15%. If literally I could just get this with concussion and a better substat, or even better, if I can get this with unstoppable and a better substat set, believe me, it's not worth it. What's not worth it? The opportunistic, the concussion, or the god roll or the pain of farming for a god roll Habsburg guard backpack. Farming for a god roll Habsburg chest. We weren't even on the same page of armor. Understandable. Like, totally understandable. Like, it's not like I have any complaints about this, because the armor regen I'm getting is very minor, but also I'm getting like very minor crit hit chance, so it's not entirely bad. The backpack is where I'm just like take the HSD and Headhunter. HSD? Oh, headshot damage, okay. Sorry, I'm still trying to piece together a lot of like acronyms you guys throw at me. Alright, so other builds I wanted to do while we're on the topic. I don't know if we're gonna just turn this into a Division 2 just chatting stream, because I'm not really in the... Now that I've completed the Manhunt, I don't know if I have like anything else I want to do until the weekly reset. Okay, so another thing is probably the Vector, because like the Vector and the Grudge, because Vector, I'm technically already doing that by running Chameleon. Chameleon is technically a Vector, it's just for some reason classified as an assault rifle. This was doing well before I got Chameleon, so yeah. But outside of Chameleon, I would like to know if there is an actual viable build for the Vector, for no other reason except I love the Vector as a gun IRL. It is my favorite SMG, mainly from the engineering behind it. The fact that someone designed an SMG to counteract muzzle climb. Hunter's Fury, that I'll have to learn survivability. It's a good thing I did not destroy my Hunter's Fury set. FC loves the Vector, and I would not blame it. FC, it's starting to sound like you and I are thinking alike on a lot of things, aside from like neuron activation from big guns and from brrr of the minigun. Now I know that you love the Vector like I do. We are gonna get along. I have a feeling we are going to get along. Got him hooked on the Ouroboros. Oh, Ouroboros. I've yet to get that. I've heard it's good. If you fire it IRL, you love it even more. I would love an opportunity to fire a Vector. Okay, so I have shared this on stream before. Despite my obsession with guns, one, I am not a super gun nerd, not to the level of like Udon, where I know every brand of like gun part and how they perform. I have no experience firing guns except for like pellet guns, Nerf guns, and Not even airsoft. I've never even fired an airsoft gun. I've literally just stuck to pellet guns and Nerf guns. It's literally all I fired. So one, I am not a huge gun nerd. I love guns. I love guns. Like, I love trivia about them. I love the engineering behind it. I love the design of some of them, and you know, the fact they go pew pew. It's why I love playing games like Rainbow Six or this. Second, despite my obsession with guns, I do not actually want to own one because I cannot trust myself to actually care for it properly, nor be responsible with it. However, I would like to experience actually firing some of the guns that I admire. The Vector being one of them. I really want to know if the recoil is can be handled. Much as I love the engineering of the AA-12, I don't think I would ever want to fire the AA-12 simply because that's going to destroy my shoulder. I would like to fire a pistol though. I'd like to try firing a pistol. Oh, that reminds me. Little design for guns that I wish they would implement in the Division 2. So one, I wish they had put the 5.7 in this game. I am disappointed that out of all of the pistols they put in this game, they put the CZ75. They put a tiny ass looking, which looks like a tiny Beretta M9. They put the they put an actual Beretta M9. They put this thing, the Card 45. They've put a whole lot of. They put the Desert Eagle. They put the 1911. And yet, they have not actually put in. Look, they even put a freaking what's it called? A Rhino. They put a Rhino in this game, and yet they did not put a 5.7. I take offense to that. They did not put the 5.7 in this game. Of all the pistols that they could have put in this game, and I know that they have that they have the license for, they did not put the 5.7. The cop out is that the 5.7 is Lady Death. That is literally the only reason I want to use this gun, because I learned that it is technically a 5.7 and a carbine kit. The A12 actually has the same recoil as a 22 LR. Oh, really? So I will not blow out my shoulder when I shoot it? In-person visits to Camp Krame to get the to get the paperwork done. Yearly license renewals and actual cost of guns. Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to actually own a gun simply because it's expensive to maintain, it's expensive to sign up for. There's going to be a lot of red tape, and I'm pretty sure, especially with the governmental system in my country, getting a license is going to be a pain in the ass. But also, mainly the main reason I don't want to own a gun is because I cannot trust myself to be responsible with it. Like, hell, hold up. But you know, I can't even show it to you because that would mean turning on my webcam, and I don't want to do that. I have I literally have a toy plastic dart gun. It's not a Nerf gun. It's one of those toy guns that ejects shells, and it has a plastic dart inside that fires from the casing. I got one of those on sale from Lazada for 120 pesos, and it's it's fun, but the fact that I can already imagine the way I treat that gun is the same way I would treat a real gun. Irresponsibly. I would leave it out in the open on the table, unloaded of course, but it's still there. I'd spin it on my finger when I'm bored, continue to dry rack the gun because I just like the sound of the slide racking. Dry firing the gun because I like pulling the trigger. I am very irresponsible. I have ADHD, so I already know I am a very poor candidate for firearm ownership. I am a very poor candidate for that. Also, I saw your message. The 5-7 is a buff against poor people. I mean, can you imagine though? Like, if you had the 5-7 buff against poor people, that's already 2 of the factions in the game. The Outcasts and the Hyenas. 2 of the factions I absolutely fucking despise. Fuck the Hyenas for having a remote-controlled RC bombs. Fuck the Outcasts for having a fucking like an RC car that belongs in that robot death arena thing, and the Suicide Runners. Exactly why we didn't add it. Come on, Ubisoft, give me the 5-7 next expansion, please. Give me the 5-7. Stop being afraid. Give me the 5-7 already. I don't know why the Hyenas have the RC and not the True Sons. That one makes sense because it looks very like it looks very much, what's the word, makeshift. It's literally it beeps like a toy. It is literally an RC car you can get from like a toy store, and you just strap a bunch of C4 onto it. It looks goofy, and that's why it's with the Hyenas. The Hyenas are goofy as shit. May I remind you, they have the freaking in my opinion, one of the most memorable lines in this game. Diesel, are you dead too, you inbred son of a bitch? I laugh at that line every time because it's so fucking goofy and has no place in a game like this. It has no place in a game like The Division 2, but at the same time, it fits in with how goofy ass this game is. It's stupid. You have not played Invaded Camp White Oak? Oh no. When you say Invaded Camp White Oak, are we talking Fei Lao or the recruiter? How do I feel about Chicken Hawk? Which one's Chicken Hawk again? I totally forgot. The Black Tusk one. Yeah, I've done this. Okay, so real talk. There's actually a day I had to do Camp White Oak 3 times. Remember the day, Udon, where we had like 3 runs of Roosevelt Island? The very next day, 3 runs of Camp White Oak. Not even joking. Literally 3 straight runs of Camp White Oak. With absolute 5-star dialogue. I gotta wait for that. Cause like so far all I have is the regular Camp White Oak. I need to wait for the invaded Camp White Oak. Yeah, I think we have effectively turned this into a just chatting about Division 2 stream because I can't be bothered to do anything actually in game at the moment. Boss, it's Schaefer. Total watch it. Want to rebuild this? Stop sending me fucking clowns. I'm gonna go shoot myself. Fucking. Oh shit. Honestly, I don't know whether I want to strangle or shake the hand of whoever writes the dialogue for this game. It is simultaneously hilarious, but also, why the fuck is it in this game? Oh, that's what's the smoke. It's Coyote's mask. Invaded Camp White Oak is shit. Yes. Well, hopefully we can only hope that next week when the weekly reset hits tomorrow, I will get Invaded Camp White Oak. And if I get Invaded Camp White Oak, I am not touching that until my next Division 2 stream within the week, because I want to stream that. It's the only reason why I would play it. Is it any more of a pain than regular Camp White Oak? Like, barring difficulty level, let's assume that difficulty is the same across both. If I went at it as like either both Challenger or both Heroic, Is it more of a pain in the ass than regular Camp White Oak? It's just about the same. Okay, then I have nothing to worry about. What do I have on this again? Is this my... Oh yeah, this is my... Okay, so I already have that set up. What else was there? Alright, going back. So, yeah. The dialogue in this game is goofy as hell. Slightly easier than regular Camp White Oak. Then I'll be able to enjoy the dialogue even more. Okay. What the fuck? What is this paint job that looks like it just came out? It was sponsored by like MTV, like Exhibit or something. Pimp My Gun. The bosses are squishier. Ah, okay. Hey, the less like armored tanks I have to deal with, the less warhounds I have to deal with, the better. Okay, so going back to guns that I want to make builds for. Again, the Grudge is one of them. I have it on my medic build since, you know, survivalist is the medic specialization, but also it builds off of kills from status effects. I thought I could capitalize on that by bringing the Grudge as my secondary, but nope. I don't know if that's the right choice at this point. It is a support thing though. It does have a... Haven't found a use for Grudge. Maybe it might work better in a group. Not for solo play though. Has use for ongoing directive. Oh yeah, there is that. That is true. Okay, so let's go through my list of like exotics and other weapons that I have in my stash and see what we can make builds for. Because anything that's in my inventory, I already have a build for. Lady Death, like you said, it's an acquired taste. Literally the only reason I want to use it is apparently this is the only 5.7 that's in the game. Cheap as hell though. And it requires you to move a lot, which I don't like doing. I'm lazy. I prefer to just shoot from cover. Oxpecker. My only assumption is you would use this probably with maybe Firestarter, so you can repair your shield as you're firing. That's like the only thing I can think of. Or maybe with a Foundry Bulwark set. So you get even more shield for your shield. You want 6 red cores for it. Okay, so it is not a... Right, because it repairs your shield for the damage dealt by the weapon. Got it, got it. So technically I could run this on my John Wick build if I so wanted. Because my John Wick build is a 6 red core build. I could run it on that. Chatterbox, I know you said that it's like 50-50 on Striker. I remember when I was playing this at like base game, this is one of the... I always had Chatterbox with me because it was just like, why would I want to give it up? Bullet King. Is there any use for Bullet King? I thought I could run this on Striker, but I'm not so sure anymore. In raids, yes, because it's, like you said, it's a long fight, right? In raids, legendary, and master, yes. But no in everything else, I'm guessing. What about Iron Lung? Bullet King is fun in an Umbra build. Okay, Umbra I am too scared to touch. I'm gonna say now because it requires me to stand out of cover. Like to not be in cover. And you know how shit I am in surviving. I see people run a hybrid 2-piece striker, 3-piece hunter with ninja bike bag for Oxpecker. That's an exotic I've never gotten. I've never gotten ninja bike bag. If we're talking about exotic bags, the only ones I've gotten is Acosta. I get nothing but Acosta every single fucking time it's an exotic backpack. It's always Acosta. Ooh, that skill damage actually looks quite tasty. I think I'll go with... Oh! There. It's almost destroyed that. Usually here it's used for PvP. Understandable. You have to hit 43 bullets just to fill up the heat meter. Sweet Dreams, I know it's a meme. I just use it for like the summit mission of get melee kills. That's literally all I use it for. Also look, apparently Sandman is a 15-second cooldown like the cooldown of St. Elmo's Shock Punch. Sweet Dreams is absolutely a meme. Literally all I use it for is to clear the melee mission in Summit. Because now that the Hollywood event is done, there's not really a reason to run Shock Punch. Well then again, it does still give the melee boost. So it was 45 seconds. It's about the same. It really depends on like what you're willing to dedicate, I suppose. But I think I'd go with this just because it requires less slots to activate. You literally just need the weapon slot. Dread Edict, you know, Dread Edict isn't so bad. I found a use for it in Summit. It's pretty good, actually. Not to mention, if you get a headshot kill, you have endless ammo. Sacrum Imperium. This is the one where I'm like, what the fuck do I do with this? How do I even build around this? Because this is literally turmoil with extra steps. Not to mention, it requires you to get a headshot kill, which, with this having an abysmal 389,000 damage as its base, it's already doing pretty poorly. Won't use Dread Edict. No, some use a hotshot builds. I used Dread Edict for a while in Summit. Like I said, building it up, it takes a while, but if you can make your shots count, it's fun. It's quite fun. Ooh. For the stats alone, I'd rather go with this one. Merciless. Okay, Merciless is another one. Because, one, I don't like DMRs in this game. I think DMRs are in my opinion, like... It's like... It's an in-between of using a... You're very indecisive of whether you want to use an assault rifle or you want to use a sniper rifle. And in which case, why would you want to use a DMR when I can just go with something like, again, Sacrum Imperium, which is a dedicated auto sniper. Backup weapon for my sniper builds way back when. I suppose I could. But is it of any use now? Look at how low that base damage is. Damn. Also, I'm going to assume with the way its passive is described, you would definitely want a 6 red core build for this. Dr. Home I would only ever use for like if I'm playing in a group as a support, which I am totally okay doing if ever we decide to the next time I do a community day. I'm totally okay taking a step back and just supporting you guys, making sure you guys don't die. I will send my drone and my healer mine after you. Speaking of, okay, so question about gadgets. In your opinion, which is better at keeping you alive? The healer seeker mine or the healer drone? I know a guy who runs healer who uses Dr. Home. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Again, Dr. Home makes sense as a support item. Glory Days I've used, it's actually quite good. Like, having a literal laser beam. Having a literal laser beam of a gun is hilarious. Healer Seeker Mine has more sustain. Okay, that's literally all the exotics I have. I have a whole bunch of like a whole bunch of like named weapons here that I don't really feel for. People use the chem launcher. I suppose it lasts longer and has a bigger range, and also you can aim it. And heal hive. My worry about heal hive is the same with the stinger hive, where it'll just keep firing, but it might overheal you and just run out faster. I'd rather have control of when it heals. So I guess I'll just probably go with the chem launcher in that case. Okay, is there a named weapon you guys would recommend I would try out? Why do I have two of you? You literally have the same stats. You just have slightly more shotgun damage. So nope, you're gone. BTSU gloves with heal hive. So you don't use so it's BTSU. You don't run Vial. I don't think it. Oh right, because like if I'm going full support, yeah, BTSU would make sense. I was using Vial because I was really trying to lean into the status effect build. Because again, the stupid survivalist specialization. We specialize in healing, but also you get your ammo by getting status effect kills. Goalie and a status effect build. So I would run goalie instead of St. Elmo's. It's a sleeper talent. Here's my issue. My biggest issue about medic is, because look, I have Eclipse Protocol. I don't know what to run to actually apply a proper status effect on, to reliably apply status effects. Riot Foam? I suppose that does count as a status effect. I was running the sticky bomb. Or, you know, the fire chem launcher. But yeah, I guess I'll probably go with the riot foam launcher. That works either way. Okay, fair. Yeah. There's still some weapons I want to collect. Or rather, there are exotics I still need to collect. So like, I still don't have Ninja Bike bag. I do have the BTSU gloves. I have rugged gauntlets as well. I'm guessing with this, since you get a recoil penalty when hip firing, or why would you run this? Actually, why would you run this? Dark Winter for your named vector needs. That's honestly another gun that has never dropped for me. I literally get like every other named weapon, but I have never gotten Dark Winter. I'm like, game, I literally just want something with a vector. You gave me Chameleon. Now give me Dark Winter. It's a Dark Zone exclusive vector. Fuck. So it is an SMG, right? So I would have to wait until like the Dark Zone is pushing SMGs, I'm guessing. Okay, then I will have to do that some other time because it's not up right now. Okay, here's another armor set. Is Negotiator's Dilemma any good? Like, with the current state of the game, is it any good? Invisible Hand is a decent weapon. I have Invisible Hand on it. That's the one that's like increased rate of fire, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is. 15% rate of fire. Oh, I meant to just mod that, but I forgot you can't mod from the stash. It would be funny if there was a site that Okay, some again, some of these things don't make sense in terms of like that what they do. User who are tired of the mechanics. Yeah, the one where you have to like mark everyone. It's like at that point, why don't they just use turmoil? A lot of it just boils down to like nowadays it's from what I'm seeing from some of these, it's like this is just a shittier version of this. Why do I have okay wait, I'm gonna put these named weapons away before I accidentally dismantle them. Okay, I have 2 different born grades here. Honestly, I would go with the stability. No, wait, but then again, born grade already increases its own stability. Baker's dozen for the silly talent. I do have Baker's dozen. I just don't use it. All right, I have 2 stage lefts here. It's a very silly talent. I can see that. Also, I also noticed that I have 2 of these things. I also have this. If we're talking silly, I have this. It's a fucking water gun. I have a fucking water gun. Squirt, squirt. Let's see. What else is there? I remember I used O Carol quite a lot when I first got it. Because look at that, it also has a 137% headshot damage multiplier. The only issue is that unlike White Death, you cannot change the passive. Rather, the talent, you can't. But holy shit, look at those stats. Oh yeah, that reminds me, Udon. So like, you remember that other VTuber you told me about? They were running sniper rifles with a red dot sight, to which I'm just. I found that very strange. Were they making it work? Absolutely, but did they really need to? I don't think so. It feels like at that point you were just trying to use a sniper rifle at short range. Not to mention, you were losing, because they were using the sniper specialization. You are losing, how much headshot damage from the scope? 35% headshot damage. Wait a minute, no. I'm on the wrong set. There. 45% headshot damage. I use Scopeless on my Regulus build. What does Regulus do again? I don't know, like for me, I've had the mindset, it's like, okay, like, instead of trying to make each weapon a Swiss army gun, I really just want to go with I go with the mindset of like each gun has an effective range of engagement. And if you are, and it's either you make that work for you when it's not within the range of engagement, or you stick to the range of engagement because that's what it's built for. You do not try to like change it into a Swiss Army gun. Explosive headshots. Hold on, I have that, don't I? I know do I have Regulus? No, I don't. Oddly enough, I don't have Regulus. Is Regulus an exotic? It is. Ah. Yeah, that's the one that I need to do Iron Horse for. Right.
Hey, I'm out of blueprints. Can I help you craft?
Have it on my current build. Let's see. What the fuck? Okay. That, you know what's funny? If the day that I actually get Regulus, we are okay, I'm announcing it here. The day that you guys help me get Regulus, or if I happen to get Regulus from this the battle pass, from like these crates, because they said you can get like some insane exotics from it, even the ones that are raid exclusive. If I can get Regulus either from the raid or from here, we are going to make a Destiny 2 build. Because looking at the description of Regulus, Regulus is literally Ace of Spades. It is literally Ace of Spades. You really need to grind? I mean, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I have been doing priority missions or priority objectives non-stop for the past week. But I'm not gonna do that tonight. I'm like right now again, I can't really be bothered to do anything in Div 2 at the moment. Other than that, like literally, I just wanted to take today to just like do the manhunt and then also try to be a more positive influence on people as a like in Division 2. I want to like. Is it wrong for me to want to be more like one? I want to actually be a more friendlier face in like when as a streamer. I don't want to be the type of streamer that gains popularity from being loud or mean. I'm loud in my own right, but not like super loud. One, I can't be loud. I live with family. They're gonna kill me. Second, like I don't notice VTubers playing Div 2 a lot. The only ones I've seen play are literally the other person that Udon told me about that we're not going to mention because I don't want any more views to go in that direction. And there was the other VTuber where I bumped into Udon again. What was her name? Miletta? I think her name was Miletta Everwool. Following channels, yeah, Miletta Everwool. So yeah, I had been staying away from Division 2 for a while because again I really thought I lost interest in the game because of how badly optimized it was about 2 years ago. Now to see it's actually functioning again. Also, wow, this vest actually has collision. Is it just me or is this vest on the table actually have some collision? It literally looks like it's brushing against my guns and it's moving a bit. It's glued there, but it is moving. Oh shit, even the mask has collision. Holy shit. There's actually a collision on the items. I thought those were just props. There's actual fucking collision on these things. Even if just the bare minimum collision. It wiggles a bit. Anyway. So like I said, like the reason I streamed Div 2 tonight was not just for the Manhunt stuff so I can get it over with, but also like I said in the beginning, I wanted to be, I was kind of like spike motivated. I got annoyed. I was like, after Udon told me about that VTuber, I was like, really? This is what you're going to choose to be on live stream? Like, nah. Let me show you how it's done. Let me show you how it's done. We're gonna be silly. We're gonna be silly. We're gonna be constructive. We're gonna be like, I'm going to be like, if anything, the one who's gonna be sandbagging here is me. And as Udon has been kind to remind me, like it's fine as long as I'm actually trying. I'm trying to improve. I really am. Like I really am trying to, like, I try to make the John Wick build work. I try to make the Burr build work. The only builds I know like are successful are my sniper build and my what I call my sapphire build, which is just here, let the gadgets do all the work. We all start somewhere. Yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me, another build. Hardwired. Or rather this. Don't mind the vial that is literally just there because I couldn't think of anything else. I don't know what to build for Demolitionist. I honestly do not know what to build for Demolitionist anymore. I know you mentioned it deals damage to targets out of cover, but I'm like, so what set do I use on it? If I want to get explosive kills, what set do I even use? I'm using hardwired for no other reason except that like it is very much centered on skill damage and doesn't require me to constantly loop between two gadgets. Hazard protection, is that so that you can withstand being hit by your own mortar, your own artillery turret? Why is my nose clogged again? Why are you clogged? It is not cold right now. It's used for tanking? Really? So how do you get your explosion kills? Do you just tank and then you point the artillery turret to whatever's shooting you in front of you? Like directly in front of you? That's the neat part, you don't. Oh. So you're using it solely for the passives of Demolitionist. The 20% fire resist. Ah, I see. So you are a hazard tank. I guess that would work against like the, what are they? The cleaners? Speaking of, fuck this mission in particular. Fuck this mission in particular. God fucking damn it. I was stuck on this mission. You know, when you messaged me earlier, Udon, asking if I was soloing, I told myself, yeah, I'm just gonna do I'm gonna just do a quick run before I have to work on other stuff. What was it? He said, so yeah, just a quick run before I do other stuff. Literally, this is what I was doing. Coney Island Amusement Park. Fuck this mission. I was stuck on this forever. Another Coney Island hater. Is the hate for Coney Island standard? Am I reasonably being mad at like the same thing everyone else is mad at? Like, fuck the Outcasts. Fuck Tidal Basin on Heroic. Fuck Manning National Zoo. Fuck Roosevelt Island. Fuck Coney Island. So, Roosevelt is okay. No, it is not. Roosevelt is not okay. The pain I went through because, okay, so context. I tried to do Roosevelt. This is around the time I had just started doing challenging difficulty, and I was still leveling up my firewall. I was so determined. I was like, okay, I can make this work. Nope, did not make it work. It was ass. I was like, there was a point I was so close and I got blindsided by a suicide bomber and died on the spot. And I'm like, fuck this. I brought out the sniper rifle. I've seen I do Roosevelt so many times to just know the spawns. Yeah, I guess if with enough, like, that's just called desensitizing. that like Udon, that has the same energy as I shoot myself with lower calibers to prepare myself for higher caliber pistols. I like Roosevelt. Okay, I guess my hate towards Roosevelt is not directed towards Roosevelt itself. It's directed more at fuck the outcasts. I hate them. I despise that fucking faction with every fiber of my being. Fuck them. I hate that. It's why I said tent right before Basilisk. Oh yeah, that's a funny story. Did you tell Epsilon about that? About what happened when you told me tent right? I haven't. Okay, fun story, Epsilon. So, Udon was joining me for some offline runs and offline dailies and stuff. That was the day we had like 3 runs of Roosevelt Island, or was it 4? Can't remember. But on the first run that Udon joined me on, Udon was showing off Striker and was helping me run Striker, and then told me, okay, tent right. And I was feeling it. It's like, oh yeah, this is the action hero vibe I was getting. Like, just run in, very, very quick, clear everything, but not in like a brainless manner. You were literally just you execute everything with precision and speed. And Udon told me tent right. I understood that as that's where the enemies are spawning. And because I was using Striker, I thought to myself, if I really want to hit everything, especially because I'm using a vector, I want to hit everything up close. What I did not understand was that the Udon was just telling me that's where they were spawning. You should not run in there face first, or you're going to run into a suicide bomber. I know where this is going. Yep. That's what happened. I was like, tent right. Okay. Oh, boom. Free hugs. No. Okay. Oh, while we're on the topic of like, fuck this mission in particular. Fuck this mission in particular. The Pentagon? Fuck that. I'm okay with DARPA research labs, but the Pentagon? Fuck that mission. Fuck the stupid fucking drone. I hate the fucking drone. No, DARPA is okay. You don't like Epsi? DARPA is okay. Because at least that one, I can still run either with a full gadget build or my sniper build, but it is absolutely fine. But fuck Pentagon simply for the stupid fucking drone that is the final boss. I hate that thing with a passion. Oh, the pain I went through that day. This mission made me love Nemesis. This gun. This was the MVP for that mission. Because when you're out of enemies and you don't have determined stacks anymore, you literally have to rely on this the entire time. DARPA's boss fight is ass. DARPA's boss fight can be one-shotted with White Death, dude. Literally, you just have to kill all of the mooks, and because none of them are wearing helmets, you can one-shot all the mooks and the warhounds. And as soon as what's his face comes down at like comes down and is on the field, you can one-shot him. Morozova at home? What? I don't understand that one. But yeah, fuck this mission. Fuck the Pentagon. I hate it. I hate that mission so much. It is the worst mission in the game. It is absolute ass. I am semi-okay with Tidal Basin simply because I can one-shot most things with a sniper build, but fuck this mission on Heroic. Fuck Manning National Zoo because of the fucking train. Fuck Coney Island in general because your missions suck. Camp White Oak is okay. Fuck Kenley College. I hate this one. This is another one I absolutely fucking despise. Fuck Kenley College. The shit you put me through to get Diamond back. Fuck you. Fuck floor 100 of the summit. Welcome to, I'm gonna be like, welcome to the segment of I hate these missions. I hate the Pentagon. I hate Tidal Basin on challenging. I hate Kenley College. I hate Manning National Zoo. I hate everything about Coney Island. You know, New York wasn't even that bad. We did the whole New York. New York wasn't bad at all. This whole thing was fine. Every mission here was fine. I had like no complaints. The only complaints I have are the heroic level bounties, because those are bullshit. With the rooms you have to fight in. Fuck that. That's fucking bullshit. Oh, by the way, this mission here, how bullshit is this mission? How much bullshit am I looking at if I go for classified assignment? This blue one. Locate and destroy the Two Sons Armory in the National Bond Bank. There's no fighting? Really? So it's purely an exploration mission. It's literally, but it says there's a boss loot. Might have it mixed up. I thought you were talking about, like, is it the same as a contaminated zone? Ah, I see. All the classified missions fill in plot holes. Okay. But in terms of fight, is it bullshit? How much bullshit am I looking at? Lots of combat. Are we looking at, like, here we're going to just overwhelm you with the enemies and it's gonna be impossible for you to keep track of level of combat? No bullshit, just glorious combat? Well, I'll do that some other time then. What else is there? What other, are there any missions I particularly dislike? I guess kind of fuck Viewpoint only because of the stupid fucking, like, the EMP jammers, but it's a nuisance at most. Air and Space, not so bad. Jefferson Plaza is okay. Space Admin. Okay, maybe fuck this one a little bit. This one was kind of ass, not gonna lie. American History Museum was okay. Jefferson Trade is a non-issue. Grand Washington Hotel, also a non-issue. Bank Headquarters. Kinda bullshit, but also kinda eh. Federal Emergency Bunker. Fuck it only because you're fighting the outcasts. The only reason I hate it. Potomac Event Center, not so bad. Annoying, but not bad. Lincoln Memorial is a snooze fest. Is a fucking snooze fest of a mission. That's my only complaint against it. It is boring as shit. it is quite frankly probably the most boring mission in this in the entirety of Washington DC. Don't diss it. Are you talking about Lincoln? I'm not dissing it. Like I'm saying the only bad thing about Lincoln Memorial is that it is the most boring mission simply because of how easy you can steamroll it with a sniper build, or even with a skill build. It is probably for me the easiest mission in the entire map. It's not boring. It is though. Well, to me at least. I've gone through it a couple of times. It's literally just okay. Leave the tab open, happy streaming. No, don't worry, Epsy. I'm actually gonna be ending soon because I'm actually feeling a bit yawny. I'm just assessing like what are the missions in this game and like if there's anything. We really just turned this into like practically an hour and a half of me yapping about what I love and hate about the missions. The tombs. I don't remember what this mission was. I do not remember this mission. Stranded tanker, pretty okay. No complaints. Pathway Park, if I'm not mistaken, that's the one where you have to chase after.
You are no longer in a group.
What's his face? I haven't done a lot of these enough to remember what they do. Theo Parnell. That's the clone guy, if I remember correctly. This is okay. This is okay. The one who gave me the decoy thing, yeah, that's fine. For tombs. Oh, tombs. Okay.
Good to see you.
Pathway Park, if I remember, was that other the one with the one that, oh, I think that one pissed me off because of the fucking electric traps. Fuck that guy. That guy sucked. You got kicked. Well, we were AFK for a while. Well, you were AFK for a while. It's fine. Like I said, I'm gonna close up. Actually, it's pretty late. I'm feeling sleepy actually, and part of the reason is that tonight I actually avoided drinking Mountain Dew. I had coffee pretty late because I was working on something, and then I decided, yeah, I'm going to just probably do stream without Mountain Dew. And you know, we had a pretty chill stream. I'd say it was pretty mostly chill. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna close up now. I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream. It is now 1:10 a.m. in my time, so I'm gonna close up. Let's see. Remaining streams. Wednesday we might have Overcooked. I'll double check with the group. And then if we're having Overcooked on Wednesday, I probably won't stream tomorrow. Simply because I want to be able to get enough sleep for my Japanese class. If we do Overcooked that day, my next stream might be either Friday night or Saturday morning for Monster Hunter Wilds, because I have been pushing that off for a while and I need to do that. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm gonna close up now. Thank you, Udon, for joining. Thank you, Epsy, for watching as well. I hope you all enjoyed. Please consider sharing the stream, guys. We are still trying to push for monetization. We are only at what was it? How many are we at so far? 158 subscribers. We are still a ways to go. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. The Casbar is now closed and drinks will be waiting for you guys when you return. I'll hop off Discord now. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone, and stay safe.